we lose you, I want to ask if you saw the Bill Gates memo that he put out. A lot of people are talking about this memo. It, did
Yeah.
I guess
Billy G is not my love.
Oh man.
Did climate change become woke? Did it become woke? And is it over being woke? What happened? And what happened with Billy G? I mean, sure.
Great question. Great question.
Yeah.
You think that someone like Bill Gates, who clearly started a technology company that's one of the biggest companies in the world, Microsoft, you'd think he'd be really quite strong in the sciences, but actually, my at least direct conversations with him have he is not strong in the sciences. This is really surprising. He came to visit me at the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin, and was telling me that it's impossible to have a long range semi truck. And I was like, well, but we literally have them, and you can drive them, and Pepsi is literally using them right now, and you can drive them yourself, or send someone. Obviously, Bill Gates not going to drive himself, but you could send a trusted person to drive the truck and verify that it can do the things that we say it's doing. And he's like, no, it doesn't work. And I'm like, okay. I'm kind of stuck there. And I was like, well, so it must be that you disagree with the watt hours per kilogram of the battery pack, so that you must think that perhaps we can't achieve the energy density of the battery pack, or that the watt hours per mile of the truck is too high, and that when you combine those two numbers, the range is low. And so which one of those numbers do you think we have wrong, and what numbers do you think are correct? And he didn't know any of the numbers. And I'm like, well, then doesn't it seem that it's perhaps premature to conclude that a long-range semi cannot work if you do not know the energy density of the battery pack or the energy efficiency of the truck chassis?
But yeah, he's now taken a 180 on climate. He's saying maybe this shouldn't be the top priority.
Climate is gay.
It's just, yeah.
Why would you say climate is gay? That's wrong.
It's totally retarded.
Bill Gates said the climate is gay and retarded. Come on.
Maybe he's got some data centers he's got to put up. Does he have to stand up a data center for Sam Altman or something? I don't know. What is Azure? No. He changed his position. I can't figure out why.
I mean, the reality of the whole climate change thing is that you've just had sort of people who say it doesn't exist at all, and then people who say are super alarmist and saying Mars is going to be underwater in 5 years. And obviously, neither of those two positions are true. The reality is you can measure the carbon concentration in the atmosphere. Again, you could just literally buy a CO2 monitor from Amazon. It's like $50, and you can measure it yourself. And you can say, okay, well, look, the parts per million of CO2 in the atmosphere has been increasing steadily at 2 to 3 per year. At some point, if you continue to take billions, eventually trillions of tons of carbon from deep underground and transfer it to the atmosphere and oceans, so you transfer it from deep underground into the surface cycle, you will change the chemical constituency of the atmosphere and oceans. You just literally will. And you can only now you can say to what degree and over what time scale. And the reality is that, in my opinion, is that we've got at least 50 years before it's a serious issue. I don't think we've got 500 years, but we've probably got 50. It's not 5 years. So if you're trying to get to the right order of magnitude of accuracy, I say the concern level for climate change is on the order of 50 years. It's definitely not 5, and I think it probably isn't 500. So really, the right course of action is actually just the reasonable course of action, which is to lean in the direction of sustainable energy. and lean in the direction of solar and of a sort of solar battery future, and generally have the rules of the system lean in that direction.